So what's going on? You didn't come down here with no cameras and all. I asked you that earlier.
No, you did.
I said, don't come down here with no goddamn cameras and stuff. Hello? I told you I didn't want my face on this shit.
Even if your face is shown, how would somebody come after you if nobody knows where to go?
You'd be surprised who knows me. Everybody in Brooklyn know me.
But if they don't know where you are.
And they know me in Harlem too. They know my face.
But they don't know where you are.
I might not even make no fucking independent film. Motherfuckers come after me. You guys ready?
And I have a 50 pounds. My dog. I have a flight with that. My brother has a husband.
I don't like the word informant. I consider myself as a civilian operative. The public's not supposed to know I work for them. I don't exist, I'm a spook. A ghost. Show you. Patience. Patience, little one. Patience.
Cool.
Still a caterpillar. You're not a butterfly yet. Dude, you gotta have that magic touch. See like that? See how there? I'll take care of the side. You just take care of that part. Bring it over a little bit. There you go. There, boy. All right. Yeah, what's up, Tar? You know, I got a gut feeling about this, and, you know, exactly.
What happened with the FBI?
They called me to do an assignment in Pittsburgh. Whatever the case may be, if they want me to do surveillance, I'm gonna do it, you know? I need the money. I need the money. Go. Whenever this case comes out, if it's worth $200,000, I'm gonna give it all to my son. I kind of messed up last time. I mismanaged all my money, at least over $200,000-300,000. So this is my second chance. I'm gonna take advantage of it.
What is the map on the wall?
Why is the what?
Why is the map on the wall?
Find my locations around here.
Is there significance to the red lines?
Yes. It's regarding the work I do. No, I'm gonna give you the picture. I'm gonna put them up on here. It'll be better for you because I don't want to explain nothing to you. You got it, that's it. Don't ask no question who they are. I'm giving you something that you shouldn't be seeing anyway. You know something? I know you always getting fucking headshots.
Didn't you say you wanted to do this project?
Yeah, don't you ever give it a break? Now I can see why no fucking celebrities don't like paparazzi.
You're not gonna tell us anything?
No, I mean, these are all targets that's in suspected areas. For some reason, they got a big population of Muslims that come from the various countries over there to come to school here. Moroccans, Somalis, Iranians, Saudis. And then they all go back from where they come from. I don't have no feelings for them. You're making Islam look bad. You got to go.
In a new book called The Terror Factory, Trevor Aronson documents how the Federal Bureau of Investigation has built a vast network of informants since 9/11 and how those new FBI tactics work within the delicate balance between civil liberties and domestic safety.
You know, before 9/11, the FBI investigated crimes after they occurred. And then after 9/11, the mandate on the FBI was never again. And so what they're trying to do now, unlike before, is stop crimes before they happen. And these sting operations are how they do that.
How many informants did they employ before 9/11?
Under Hoover, during the COINTELPRO days, the FBI had 1,500 informants. And then after 9/11, there was an explosion up to 15,000.
Hasn't the FBI actually recruited criminals and con men?
Absolutely. You know, the best informants are kind of the worst people. A federal court judge describes informants to me as sociopaths because they require them to build these very close relationships and then betray them for personal means.
They want to make a big bust. And they want to bust this guy, and whoever else is his associates regarding that. Just gave me his picture and told me, look, this is the POI.
What is POI?
Person of interest. His name was Khalifa. They suspect that he might be involved with individuals dealing with domestic terrorism. Right now, I would like to make this my last assignment. I want to spend the rest of my little bit of time with my son, not 1,800 something miles away.
Have you made contact with the POI?
Yep. I bumped into him by accident on my own. I just happened to be walking because I was going to go to Goodwill. Bus stop was right there. And I happened to see him and his wife, so I walked over there and greeted them. The second time I met him with a brother named Jamil, Afrocentric shop. And at that point, we exchanged numbers. He gave me his card, which contained his email and his website and the things that he do. The Shaban teaching something.
What does Al-Shabaab mean in Arabic?
It's supposed to be students. But in Somali, the word Shaban is linked to a terrorist group. He wasn't Muslim all the time, he was a thug. Always fighting with the police. He did time.
Does he think you're new to Pittsburgh?
You know I'm new to Pittsburgh.
Why does he think you're here?
To do work for Red Cross, search and rescue.
Do you know how this guy first came to their attention?
The way I see him running around here now, it would make any motherfucker suspicious. He walking around looking like a Taliban.
My name is Khalifa Al-Akili, and I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Darkuf, the belly of the beast. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
His whole concept is about the government. He don't like the government. Why must we never forget 9/11 people killed, murdered, or die every single day? So he has a hatred toward the government. He doesn't really go out and speak in public about that. He does it on Facebook. Right here. Right here.
The target lives right around the corner from you?
That's right. Most of the times they just tell you to get close to the target. If you can get in the same apartment building, 2 or 3 blocks proximity. Twice a week, their agents tell me, yo, he gonna be here, he gonna be there. Because it's obvious they're tapping his phones. These agents here is a little slow. They're not used to dealing with so-called domestic terrorist individuals. They ain't like New York. I really want to get into a bakery. That's what I really want to do. I want to specialize in custom cupcakes. Go in with someone who's a master baker. I'll be his apprentice. Sweet cupcakes.
How was your meeting with the agents?
The meeting was somewhat brief, and they said, you know, to gather information, gather intel. You know, in the interest of national security, then I shall oblige by gathering that information and taking it to my superiors, who at this time will be paying me some money.
What is the character that you're playing with Khalifa?
I'm not playing no character. I'm playing who I am. You know, a Muslim brother who was involved with the Black Panther Party. That image there.
Say all to the people. All to the people. Say off the pen. Off the pen.
I joined the Black Panther Party, if I remember correctly. It was during the springtime, yeah, around 1967. At that time, I was a little fly kid, wearing fly clothes. So I'm looking for, you know, like a pack. You always want to look to be a part of a group, a family, or fraternity.
We are organizing the community, politically educating them, telling them exactly what is going on, not only here in America.
I was interested in what they were saying. What the government can't supply, that we take upon ourselves to get to the people.
We're gonna walk on this racist power structure, and we're gonna say to the whole damn government, stick 'em up, motherfucker. This is a hold-up. We come for what's ours.
FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover today asserted that of the black extremist groups, the Black Panthers represent the greatest internal threat to the nation.
This memo apparently went out to 37 agents. It ordered them to find informers in the black ghettos. It was a command, not a suggestion.
The documents describe things like COINTELPRO, the FBI's program to disrupt political extremists.
The FBI had the organization under surveillance. There had been efforts to get people inside our meetings.
Were you an informant during the Panther days?
No.
What did the party say about informants?
They kill him.
Are all of your POIs Muslim?
Yes, all the POIs are Muslims.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know what makes them Muslims. I took my shot in the early 70s. It's a very practical religion, but there are certain things you have to maintain, you know, help one another, and virtues and piety. At this point now, I am struggling with my faith, you know what I mean? Not because I don't believe in the Lord. Things didn't go my way as I may have planned it to be. And there's times I've been strong, there's times I've been weak. You know? There ain't too many Muslims in this whole area likes this dude. They don't, because he starts trouble. One imam had to call the police on to get him out the fucking mosque, because he kept running off at the mouth. He had nerve to turn around and told the imam, he said, you're gonna remember this.
To talk about jihad.
You don't do it that way. You just talk about Islam. You don't do that on the first day you meet. You don't do it on the first week. It might take you 2 or 3 weeks. You feel the individual. You see if he got grudges. You find out how he became Muslim. Why did he want to become Muslim? Yeah, what's up, Tom? You just don't run into a community and expect to get results within a matter of 4 or 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I don't have bay'at to this masjid, and I don't have bay'at to the imam here either. And most people, you have bay'at to the imam, that way you can move around with them. I don't have it. Even with this kid, I have to wait till he open up to say something just to find my way to get in there. Exactly. All right, later.
Some of my other cases, other individuals, we have a lot in common. Even though this guy's Muslim, I'm Muslim, but that's as far as it goes. He and I have nothing in common at all. Music-wise, politics, culture, none of it.
You said that the POI sells books. What kind of books does he sell?
He's showing me in his library books on guerrilla warfare and all that. The United States Army Ranger Handbook of dealing with explosives. Revolutionary Islamic literature. How to train jihadists, you know? How to fight. I'm gonna say, you ever been in the war? You ever been in the military? No. Then how the hell do you know anything about guerrilla warfare? Why do you have it there? Just for show? Trying to impress people?
So who set up your Facebook account?
The FBI. Don't fuck with this shit. They don't want to push me to do this. All right, what I do for now?
They should have gave you a class.
For what class? These fuckers don't know nothing. All they want to do is just trying to make a fucking arrest. Who the hell is this girl, Victoria Carr? She want to be my friend? I may know you from so-and-so. You don't know me. Let me see how much I know you. Oh. She want to be my friend. Ooh. The POI. I just sent him a request because he didn't want to answer it before. How do I go out on this shit?
Have you ever gotten a target that was a friend or a family member?
Yeah. Shaw. Shaw was my friend.
Was he your friend before
He was my friend. Yes, he was my friend. Yes, he was.
Was he a friend before you?
Yes, he was my friend. You asked the question 3 times. I didn't told you. Yes, he was my friend prior to him being investigated. In the Shaw case, you're dealing with homegrown African-American Muslims. His father was Captain Joseph Shaw, who was a lieutenant with Malcolm X.
A Florida physician and a self-described martial arts expert from New York are under arrest tonight, charged with plotting to train terrorists for Al-Qaeda.
The government says it has the pair on audio tape swearing a bayat, or oath of allegiance to Osama bin Laden.
The complaint alleges Shaw did most of the talking to a government informant wearing a wire.
I tried to give him warning, try to tell him certain things and leave things alone. Might have felt that he was untouchable.
Prosecutors contend that Shaw told a government informer that his work as a jazz musician was, quote, the greatest cover.
Tariq Shah! Shaw was introduced to me by an agent while Shaw was doing the gig. I went for base lessons 3 times a week in his house. That was my front. And of course, when he learned these base lessons, I'm talking with him. My pitch was that he could make some money if he makes some alliance with Al-Qaeda. And they looking for certain individuals such as himself, and they be willing to pay you for your time, you know. So when I fed him that line, that's what he went at.
It was like a bait. Threw the hook out there, he bit into it.
This is Tariq and I at my birthday party. I forget, I was either 50 or 51. They had given me a birthday party with a stripper. But we will not take pictures of the stripper. Tariq mentioned that he was giving this person bass lessons, and I didn't even know his name. So then when he had said that this particular person needed a place to stay, and would I be willing to rent him the apartment downstairs? So I said to Tariq, well, I don't know this person. So he said, well, Ma, I can vouch for him. I said, are you sure?
He's doing pretty good. You know, as well as can be expected under the conditions.
For 10 years, we've been suffering quietly. They send informants into our community, we stay quiet, we stay afraid, and that only makes our job easier. The longer we stay quiet, the more dangerous it is for our children and our future generations. And so this campaign will be mobilizing people in Muslim communities, Black communities, immigrant communities, civil rights communities, everybody together to fight the use of these informants and surveillance.
I think Tariq is so hurt because he liked the brother and he trusted the brother. Tariq is such a believer in Islam, and I think he feels that Allah will deal with him.
Heal up. That's right. Come on. You want that snow? Come on. Heal up, heal. Heal up. Stop it. Don't do that. You make her nervous. She ain't gonna do nothing to you. Hey, yeah, she done tore your coat. You see? Yeah, you can, don't run after and let her play like that, cause her teeth are sharp. So you gotta tell your mama, wow. She ain't gonna get mad?
Next time when we're going to play for you, you want to do good?
Previously on Homeland.
She wants out. She asked for $5 million and a flight to Detroit. This is not some setup. It's real.
An informant married for years to a Hezbollah commander turns up out of the blue, promising out.
Forgive me, I thought we'd better meet her sooner rather than later.
Well, we were supposed to meet her together, so you could talk to her and I could assess her reliability.
Meaning you don't trust my judgment?
Meaning the entire point of the protocol was to keep your judgment out of it. Carrie, we're gonna have to get back to you.
Saul, she seemed credible to you?
I'm not really in a position to say.
How exactly do they train you to kind of prepare?
They don't train me for nothing. It's how I use the language. If they train me, I would never get what I wanted to get because they're strictly textbook. It's the difference between telling somebody and making a suggestion. The entrapment is if I go and tell him, yo, come on, let's go rob a bank, and you know that was not his intention, that was my intention. So I'm entrapping him. I don't make the suggestions. I may go and say, damn, there's a lot of money in there, boy. I see all the motherfuckers dropping off all that damn money. And he feeds into it, and he go, shit, I sure like to take that.
What about your current target? Are your handlers trying to suggest that you...
I don't suggest anything. I wait till as we speak and to get to know each other, what we speak about. So when he brought up camping, that was my key opening right there. The door opened up for me to make a suggestion now. I said, yeah, that's cool, man. We can all go camping. I said, you know, why don't we just go a little further? We could train, man, like we do in the military. I said, brother, if you wanted to go and fight for the Muslim state, he said, I gotta consult my sheikh. I said, see, that's what's wrong with you, brother. You brothers always talk that jihad stuff, but when somebody give you the opportunity to make a move to fight for the Islam, y'all not gonna fight for the Islam. Y'all talk that talk, but you won't walk the walk. He's not really a good Muslim. We go and get some coffee. That motherfucker stole the coffee grinding machine. He stole the coffee urn. And I told him straight up after he done it like his fourth stealing, I said, yo, man, did you consult your sheikh and your imam when you was stealing all that stuff? I ain't gotta wear no kufi. I ain't gotta wear no kafaya. I ain't gotta wear a goddamn thing to say I'm Muslim. I said, that should already been established way before we was born. What drew me to the Islam was more that militant aspect. Not a jihadist, but more of a stand up, take no bullshit.
Brothers and sisters, you must be abreast what's happening over the world. You must read. Your first reading is Quran and Sunnah.
Nice community of brothers, man. You know what I mean? Some of them used to be Panthers, and some used to be New African, you know, brothers. Imam Siraj, me and him used to sit down and talk. We was good friends. All the brothers are good friends. We all tight. It was just that inner circle, the inner circle and the outer circle. I was part of the Security Council. Crack epidemic was bad, man. It was really bad. We used to clean up neighborhood. We used to clean up the drug dealers. I provided intel for all the drug dealers would be at. I was an asset to the community. I loved it. I loved it.
Good. Back. All right, good. That's what I want to see. Keep going. Ready?
When I first met Saeed, it was around the time that we were dealing with the drug problem here in the neighborhood. We had a very good impression of him. You know, he was very much involved. He was knowledgeable about certain things. He has a very pleasant personality. He's very intelligent, man. Very intelligent.
What do you think your reputation at the mosque is now?
Oh man, it's probably we're gonna kill that motherfucker when I see him, boy. We're gonna put a mud hole in him, boy. I broke a solemn oath against another Muslim. They don't give a shit if the other Muslim's bad or not. He's a Muslim.
Did you know Tariq Shah?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was part of this community too. His family, I mean, beautiful brother.
At yesterday's arraignment, an upbeat but shackled Shah greeted the packed court gallery of supporters and press with the Arabic greeting, "May peace be upon you."
Out of all the cases I worked on, that was the only one who called me to testify. And I worked on more than 8 goddamn cases.
A whole bunch of them come out the mosque. Who knows me? They couldn't believe it. They said, oh man, not Saeed, no. He's been with us too long.
He saw us, but he would not look in our direction. He saw us, you know. And I don't know what's in a man's heart, but how could you not feel guilty?
Imam Siraj put a fatwa out on me, okay? And I'm not going into any details with how the words was pronounced, how he put it in there. He put a fatwa out. Now, y'all journalists, y'all know what fatwa is. I ain't gonna tell you exactly what words he used, because I don't know exact what words. I'm getting it from people I know, already told me. One thing about the government will use you and they would drop your ass like a hot motherfucking stone. And don't be a motherfucking convict, or they really get over on you then. I spent all my money this week, man. Ain't that a bitch? That's $11. That's all I got, man.
Would you consider this full-time work?
They consider it full-time, so I don't see no full-time money.
What would you say your services are worth?
My services need to be at least over $3,500.
What are you basing that rate on?
I base it on my investigation techniques, infiltrating some radical fucking group that they not even sure about. Now, the only way I could push their fucking wig back, unless I just tell them I'm out of here. Because I'm not going to bust my ass. You got me waking up 5 o'clock in the fucking morning chasing a fucking ghost. Answer the phone.
Hello.
Hey, I see you. You see me? Yeah. Oh, okay. Look at her. Just like his daddy. His teeth fell out?
Yes.
Oh, it's growing back though, right?
Yes.
Oh, you okay? I love you. Eh. And living this type of life, man, you lose out on a lot of shit, man. Family life, your social life.
Do you think your present right now is in any way related to your past?
What I done in the past, I don't even like to bring it back up. I really don't. You know, even if you try to bounce back, even to make amends for the things you may have done. Gotta deal with it, man. Gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it. I was a revolutionary activist. Like Robin Hood. I was with a certain crew that was setting up certain institutions to be appropriated for our cause. Postal Service, banks, New York City Transit. Right, so all we did was just expropriate it back to the people, the masses. We used to, drop off a few money and stuff at the mosque, Wouldn't tell them where we got it from, you know what I mean? I hung out with a lot of transit cops, court officers and all that. I did that for the purpose of them assuming that I was one of them. Then all my shit just crumbled down when I got caught out there and got arrested. Yeah, I was charged with grand larceny, impersonation of New York City transit cops, possession of weapons.
When were you first approached by the FBI?
Oh, I was approached, man, when I was arrested. So the guy said, okay, we tell you what. Here's our card. You need something, you let us know. Now, you want to make a deal? You facing 20 years right now as it is. And I said, damn, 20 fucking years in the feds. So I said, fuck it. I called him in. I said, yeah, what you want to speak on, man? After World Trade Center, they felt that certain Muslim communities domestically was involved. I happened to know Blind Sheikh, that I was part of the security detail. So they felt that I knew the routine, which I didn't really.
So how often would they come and ask you for intelligence?
Oh, it'd be like 3 times a week. So I was their boy all the way until the time I came out. After 9/11, I got a call. He said, look, we're gonna come by and talk. I said, okay. I opened the door, he came in, he had another agent with him. They asked me to come with them full time. This wasn't no recruitment shit, sign up, say welcome aboard, This was clandestine shit, covert operation bullshit, you don't exist. You know what I mean? Truthfully speaking, y'all got him thinking that he's like the top-notch terrorist around here. That he just can't be touched. He's untouchable. But in reality, he ain't nothing. He ain't going nowhere. I never been around a target that steals petty. I mean, being Muslim at that, that's not acceptable. I mean, that's petty. Okay, all right, bye. I'm not feeling this, man. This is the first time I ever felt like this. As long as I've been doing this work, I never felt this.
So your instinct says this one just isn't right?
Not right that he'd do me bodily harm, but because he's unpredictable. He ain't the brightest, but he ain't the dumbest either.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. My name is Khalifa Al-Akili from Pittsburgh. In 1991, I accepted Islam, took Shahada.
What was the religion that you were born into?
Well, we're all born Muslim, but I was raised Protestant. Islam teaches us how to rectify our inner self, which the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said is the greatest jihad. The word jihad simply means struggle. And the greatest jihad that every believer, man and woman, will go through is that inner struggle against our lower bestial desires. The more things that we do as Muslims, the more of a closer relationship that we can have with our Creator. Turn this up.
Assalamualaikum, Khalif. At least let me know something, cause I text you and you didn't reply to the text. I don't know if you're sleeping or what, but when you get this message, give me a call, please. Inshallah. Assalamu.
He was always talking about the cause, you know, and you know, some guys pray, other guys fight. ASA, which means Assalamu Alaikum. Brother K, check this movie. It's a series called Homeland about terrorists, right? Which I actually did, and I actually enjoyed it, but yeah. So, but it was like, it was to help him talk about that topic. I was coming back from the store and Sharif's truck came around the corner, so I waved at him, and he stops the truck, and the passenger side opens up.
Hey, bum rustic. The Bureau brings in another CHS.
What is CHS?
Just a confidential human source. Name turns out to be Muhammad. All I was supposed to do was introduce him to Khalifa. Just let him know, yo, I have an individual Muslims coming in, he's a recruiter for the Taliban, or he's a recruiter for the Al-Qaeda, you know, he's a good brother, you know, maybe y'all should meet. Short and simple. Before I could even introduce the fucking dude to the fucking POI, the motherfucker was jumping out my car already just to meet him. I'm like, what the fuck?
The guy, he got out and he came up to me, gave me the greeting of Assalamu Alaikum, kissed me on both cheeks. And I swear to you, when I walked away from that situation, I walked away feeling like I just played a part in some Hollywood terrorist movie, that I just met like the leader of some terrorist organization. Actually, right there on the spot, he wanted to go have some coffee or sit down with me. And I told him no, you know, I still have to go visit my mother, and I'm actually on my way there and getting ready to catch the bus to go there. You know, I walked away, he got back in the truck.
They still wanted me to proceed. I told him, man, I feel right going into that man's house, man, inquiring, what's up? Knowing that he just finished telling me not more than 20 minutes ago, he was at his mother's house. Oh, tell him that Muhammad got a card for his mother, and everything gonna be all right, so we didn't realize he was there. We just heard some noise at the door, so we knocked. So I said, really? Really? I said, that sounds real deep undercover, huh? Real deep. I said, I'm not gonna feel too comfortable at, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But I'm letting y'all know, when you fuck up, don't come at me and say it was my fault. I ain't hearing it.
Next thing I know, it was the front door. You hit a code on a keypad at the entrance to coming into the building, and I had it set up to ring to my cell phone. You know, I've never had any visitors just pop up at my apartment, you know, unannounced, so I answered it, and...
I said, Khalifa, it's me, Sharif. He said, who?
It was Sharif. Sharif was saying, oh, I'm here with Muhammad, and we figured that, you know, we'd come and see you and sit down with you and spend some time. And I said, well, I'm not at home. I lied to him and said, I'm not at home.
It was so clear that I didn't want to meet these guys. Like, seriously, like, I literally made up excuse after excuse after excuse. The next morning, walked up here to the corner, and that's when, you know, quote unquote, Muhammad came from around the corner. You know, just appeared out of nowhere. You know, he had his hotel downtown Pittsburgh, and yet he was here in Wilkinsburg at 9:30 in the morning without no car, no vehicle. He just so happened to have that card for my mother on him. I reluctantly agreed to go to McDonald's and you know, have some coffee with him. The morning that we all came in here, we actually sat at this first booth right here, and that's whenever he began to talk about his people being involved in jihad and whatnot and fighting. And this was the location that we sat down and had the coffee with him. So we exchanged numbers, and actually that morning he drove me home. After that, I didn't hear anything from him. You know what that means, Taliban? Oh yeah? It means student of knowledge. Ain't nothing wrong with them, brother. Okay. The wearing of the turban been in existence thousands of years before the Taliban was even formulated in Afghanistan and Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
My father's a Muslim.
Alhamdulillah. Actually, Allah is just the Arabic name for God. Christians and Jews that speak Arabic.
It's like my third time. You can no longer message, you trying to learn more. See, he said, all right, you can no longer. So that means he don't want to correspond with me. See, these motherfuckers, they fucked up. Watch this, and I'm gonna call these motherfuckers and let them know. Yo, Jay, I don't know what's going on. He didn't block me from the knife. He knew that was me. All right, okay. All right, later. You know, then they fucked up that. I'm not even gonna deal with that. Let them deal with the headaches. Fucking pissed me off today with your bullshit. I mean, I could have set him up and just take a fucking handgun and just put it somewhere and say, yo, y'all call in the locals, have the locals grab him right now, boom, he got a gun. And it's all over with. But they don't want to do it that way. And I told them, I said, I'm not here to entrap nobody. They trying to make me force this dude into saying something to support terrorism. I said, the dude is not a fucking terrorist, man. He's not even a pseudo-terrorist. He's nothing but an oxymoron. I said, what y'all been doing for the last 3 years? Y'all ain't seen nothing? If y'all ain't seen nothing, what y'all expect me to see? Y'all rung my bell?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Sorry.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna get you something next month, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, tell your mama I say hello. Nobody rings my bell. I don't expect you. I know I don't expect too many people. I don't have company here. When that bell ring, I'm on my P's and Q's. And believe it or not, if I think you're a threat to me, I will liquidate you with extreme prejudice. honestly believe if that incident, if that guy, the agent Rob and them brought up, if he wouldn't have did what they did, believe me, this thing could have went a little further. Right. He sensed things, so I shouldn't have to wait for him to even if it came to exposing me, and I don't want to be put in that situation. So I definitely have to stay under the radar to a certain extent. But that dude ain't gonna bust a grape. He ain't gonna throw rice at a wedding, believe me. You know, he's just, eventually y'all may get him on something else. Maybe tax fraud, crossing state lines, But I think it's just the Bureau gonna have to take a different approach at him. May have to go at him hardcore and just get him for the hell of it, you know what I mean? Black ball trick. Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later. All right, later. Now I'm out of here. Right now I'm looking at a projection of me being with my fucking son.
Sharif left me alone in his truck. When he did that, there was a letter sitting on the dashboard from the welfare office. So I picked it up and I snapped a picture of it because I knew he was FBI. Wanted to know who this guy was. And his real name is Saeed S. Torres.
Come on, Sheba. Come on.
And this was a guy who used to email me all the time,
Sheba.
call me,
Sheba, stay.
Let's go out for coffee, I'll pick you up. But a lot of that slowed down dramatically after he introduced me to this quote-unquote Muhammad. I put his phone number through Google.
Everyone should be rewarded for the things they do.
That's him.
Either by Allah or by the organization that does these things.
Muhammad, he was an informant for the FBI, and his real name is Shahid Hussein. I felt that I was almost obligated to expose these guys.
Sheba, go, please.
I sent out an email very blatantly, the subject, FBI informants. There's hundreds of people on this email list. I told anybody, if anybody wants to question me about this, they can do so. Sharif, he's gone. He's moved out completely, like out of the clear blue.
Hello? Yes, Khalifa, how are you? This is Steve Downs. Good, I'm very good, and I just want to make sure you understand that some people may be listening in on this line of FBI. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to go over your statement. You first met Sharif in September, October of 2011? Mm-hmm.
Khalifa found out about our group, Project Salam, on the internet and sent us this email. What really was striking about this email was that it was so detailed and so specific, and that through a series of Googles on telephones and stuff, he had so cleverly caught the FBI trying to catch him. I've never seen a case quite like that.
Yesterday, I called the number that he gave me, just to verify that the number belongs to him. And I said, Shahid Hussein,
Mm-hmm.
your informant. He was like, no, he hung up on me.
I just wanted to, well, one of the things that we were thinking about is that we would like to have a press conference down in Washington, and that may be next Thursday, and call attention to all of this and make a big deal about it and really call the FBI out on it. Are you comfortable with that?
My only concern is that I don't want them retaliating against you simply because they couldn't put a case together. But I think sometimes simply going public with it the way you have and notifying everybody is the best way to head it off. So.
Exactly. The more people that know it, then it's not a mystery.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all exposed me. Y'all put me on the goddamn line and left me out there hanging dry. Initially, when I did this contract with y'all, if I didn't feel right about something, I wouldn't go through it. But yet y'all forcing my hand to go through it. You exposed me one time already, and I lost all my friends out of New York. I lost everybody I grew up with and everything because of y'all bullshit.
First saved message. Received March 9th at 4:50 p.m.
Hey, Jay, once you send that last text, and we want you to go like this. Hey, Khalifa, I don't know who you've been talking to or exactly what you've been saying about me, but got around and people came to my work today and talked to me. Don't say feds, don't say police, don't say authority, just say people came to my work today and talked to me, and I can't have that. Then it's something like, inshallah, I'll see you around, and change your number. That's what we want. All right, man? Call me if you got any questions.
But you see what I'm saying? I'm heading home. And you see what they still asking me? Go to the fucking limbs. Let my fucking bones cribble.
I got a meeting with my attorney. Well, I'm hoping that today the lawyer will be able to assist me and give me some advice on what I need to do to protect myself and to protect my family in the case that something was to happen to me, that I was to be snatched off the street.
Think of anything else unusual that's happened within the last year? People following you?
Just yesterday, me and my wife went to Jamil's Global Village in East Liberty. And as soon as I walked in there, like not even a minute later, this guy walks in, he's on a Nextel's phone. And there's some clothing like directly in front of the door. He came in and he felt the sleeve of one of the clothes. And he was like, oh, this is nice material. And then Rafiq, joking with him, actually rubbed on his shirt and said, you got a nice shirt on too. And it was so clear that this man had a bulletproof vest on.
For some reason, they're just attracted to you. I don't think anything's going to happen for a while. Based on what you told me, it would be hard for them to indict you right now, based on what we think they know. But they might try. If they do come to your house, they'll come, late at night or early in the morning.
Right. The fact that they haven't already arrested me, they obviously don't really have anything on me, and so they're still trying. But you never know, just you never know. As far as I know, Allah knows best, but I haven't seen anyone following me today. Why do we have to live in fear? Why does my family have to live in fear every day now? Whenever I walk out, my wife's wondering, is her husband gonna return? I have a 9-month-old baby, and my wife now, she don't have no family in this country at all. So if something happens to me, where does that leave my family?
No.
Okay, then you can talk to the employees that control the building here, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
I haven't done anything to anybody. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, beware of the supplication of the person who is unjustly treated. This is wrong. I haven't done anything to anyone. Can you please try to get a hold of someone to help my wife, please? Please, man.
questioning a man after the FBI raided his Wilkinsburg home. What they found inside has forced them to launch a major investigation.
He told friends he wanted to join the Taliban and die like a martyr, but he ran from the FBI. The Pittsburgh FBI SWAT team, though, took him down moments later in front of his Wilkinsburg apartment. And now the feds tonight are looking to see just what level of anti-American he might be. Ali Al-Akili, also known as James Marvin Thomas Jr., was in possession of jihadist literature and literature on the U.S. military and its tactics, and that he promoted guerrilla violence against the U.S. Armed Forces. Now, tonight there is no hard evidence, according to the feds, that the suspect took any action against the United States. But this investigation of this suspect and his friends is far from over.
Hey, little man. Come on. Hey, put your hands up. Don't you know how to fight yet? Yeah, I know you know. You got your little pretty face.
Got a used arm, Tony Brown.
Yeah, Daddy's here now.
Wow. It's good to be home, man. It's really good.
Project Salam received this email from Khalifa in which he identified two informers, Shahid Hussein and Said Torres. We decided to hold a press conference. On Thursday, the day before, the FBI arrested him. And what did they arrest him on? On a gun charge. The gun charge was apparently based on the fact that he had gone to a public shooting range and made a video of it, which he posted on his Facebook. And it has been on his page for at least 6 months.
And why time it to be exactly the day that he says, I'm going to go to a press conference and I'm going to explain that I don't want to be involved in any terrorism act, and I wish the FBI would stop trying to press me into it.
If the mosque comes to the FBI and says we suspect this person, is the FBI under any obligation to say, yeah, that's an informant?
Just on the narrow legal question, the Bureau has no legal requirement to tell either the targets of investigations or anyone related to them about informants. What's interesting here, it's also never told Congress about the standards under which it actually sends people to do this work, which has really impeded any opportunity for oversight. The FBI routinely uses informants to contrive cases and criminalize First Amendment protected activity, and this is the same pattern that emerges in case after case after case.
Tariq may be guilty, but you know what, of talking. In the whole thing, there was nothing about any weapons, no bomb, nothing. Talk.
You want to wear those sneakers or your other sneakers? You want to wear those?
This was all because of his child support payment. They had Tariq owing $70,000 or $80,000. They knew that he was struggling.
Who were they?
Saeed knew that he was struggling with his payments. I'm still making child support payment for him. And he's in prison.
He felt desperate and he said, I'll do anything. That's when they said, we got him. Now you're going to explain to him that since he feels so down and stuff, you got some people that will help him. But he started saying he'll do desperate things. And that's all they wanted him to say.
If you knew how everything would have turned out, both for you and for Tariq, would you have done anything differently?
No. I'm not in control of this. They're in control of it.
Who are they?
The agents, man. Come on. Don't play with no word games with me. Who else is they? Who else I'm speaking of?
This This is not something new that is happening. I mean, these are things that Malcolm used to talk about in the 60s. He used to just always say, be very careful of who you're speaking to, because I know that there are FBI informants that are Muslims.
The Quran says to enjoin good, not to solicit or not to coerce him to do the wrong. That's a major violation of Quranic teachings, you know, to encourage people to do wrong. And that's what he was doing.
One of his fears is that someone in this mosque may have issued a fatwa against them.
No, Saeed, he knows better. But nobody put a fatwa on Saeed. Nobody. I seen him personally at one of the African street festivals. I just stayed away from him.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from and donate at CCA's Northeast Ohio Correctional Center. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Yeah, my lawyer said in the 20 years that she's been a federal lawyer that she's never seen a possession case like this. Anybody being put in prison based off of pictures of them being at a gun range. And if I go in there and I lose a child, I'm looking at a minimum of 15 years compared to a 10-year plea, which would allow me to get out in about 7 years. And I got a family to think about. I mean, what would any sensible person do? It's a gamble for me to fight these people.
Thank you for using Security. Goodbye.
I've been unemployed, you know, been kind of rough. The local jobs here, for some reason, seem like they just want their own kind. I don't see too many Irish bars hiring any black cooks, you know. Other than that, I have no other resources in telling you how I'm going to try to maintain this family.
When's the last time you heard from someone in the Bureau?
It's been a while. Months. I should have never, you know, even considered dealing with them. You know what I mean? I mean, it's chaotic. I don't have words for it at this moment. I really don't. I believe because of what happened in Pittsburgh, I'm getting all kind of shit rolled down on me. You know?
But if Khalifa was arrested, wasn't Pittsburgh a success?
No.
Why not?
Because it was not what they wanted him for. Rough life, man, rough life. Sometimes I think I don't know if I made the right decision or what.
I guess I should really, really hate him. But you know why I don't? Because the old folks say, what you reap, you will sow. And with all that he's done to my family and somebody else's family, he may be physically out of jail, but mentally he's not. So I don't think that I would want to be in his place right now.
I gotta get my shit together, man. I've been so fucking depressed, man. Never been this way before. I need to get a little more active, be a little more involved with my child. The correct way. Start reading with him. Give it 6 minutes. Smoke a joint, man.
Blame this all on the government. Trying to be a good fucking citizen. Look what happened. I'm fucking Muslim, I can't even go to the mosque. Ain't that a bitch? Cause the fucking mosque I can go to, you already infiltrated and been on the news and everything else. And my name's up there, so how the fuck I'm gonna pray? Violate my constitution right now. It prevented me from going into the mosque because of my actions.
God used to work out in the New York office. There's something in the making. It was only if I was interested in an assignment that's in a. And would I be interested in going down there to do some work? I said, yeah. I could use the money. They getting ready to make a case. Where I fit in that, I don't know. See what I'm saying? So they must need my expertise because they always remember who they work with. They say, oh, I'll call Saeed up. Saeed can. Yeah, he's the man for this one. Tell you the truth, I got over 5, 6 motherfucking convictions that they got. They worked on. They worked and they got it. So that's just another episode you have to wait for. That's another part of the story. See what I'm saying? The real juicy part. So this story is never ending.
In another terror case,
2 men under arrest in a terror plot.
trying to detonate a car bomb,
1,000 pounds worth of explosives.
caught thanks to an FBI informant.
The plot was uncovered by an informant.
Confidential informant that was involved.
But the bomb was fake. It was a sting.
The FBI set the whole thing up and enticed them with money and gifts.
Something is wrong. The Mississippi mud is soaked in black blood. How many more must die? My heart is singing a sad song. 'Cause so many brothers are
More Storyville is available for you to catch up with online, including the latest new episode, Cartel Land, available now on BBC iPlayer.
Ain't like New York.
I really want to get into a bakery. That's what I really want to do. I want to specialize in custom cupcakes. Go in with someone who's a master baker. I'll be his apprentice. Sweet cupcake.
How was your meeting with the agents?
The meeting was somewhat brief, and they said, to gather information, gather intel. In the interest of national security, then I shall oblige by gathering that information and taking it to my superiors. who at this time will be paying me some money.
What is the character that you're playing with Khalifa?
I'm not playing no character. I'm playing who I am. You know, a Muslim brother who was involved with the Black Panther Party. That image there.
Say all to the people. All to the people. Say off the pen. Off the pen.
I joined the Black Panther Party, if I remember correctly. It was during the springtime, yeah, around 1967. At that time, I was a little fly kid, wearing fly clothes. So I'm looking for, you know, like a pack. You always want to look to be a part of a group, a family, or fraternity.
We are organizing the community, politically educating them, telling them exactly what is going on, not only here and in America.
I was interested in what they were saying. What the government can't supply, then we take upon ourselves to get to the people.
We're gonna walk on this racist power structure, and we're gonna say to the whole damn government, stick 'em up, motherfucker. This is a hold up. We come for what's ours.
So what's going on? You didn't come down here with no cameras and all. I asked you that earlier.
No, you didn't.
I said, don't come down here with no goddamn cameras and stuff. Hello? I told you I didn't want my face on this shit.
Even if your face is shown, how would somebody come after you if nobody knows
You'd be
where to
surprised
go?
who knows me. Everybody in Brooklyn know me.
But if they don't know where you are.
And they know me in Harlem too. They know my
But
face.
they don't know where you are.
I might not even make no fucking independent film motherfuckers come after me.
You guys ready?
And I have a 50 pounds.
I don't like the word informant. I consider myself as a civilian operative. The public's not supposed to know I work for them. I don't exist. I'm a spook. A ghost.
show you. Patience. Patience, little one. Patience.
Greeted him. The second time I met him with a brother named Jamil, Afrocentric shop. And at that point, we exchanged numbers. He gave me his card, which contained his email and his website and the things that he do. The Shaban teaching something.
What does Al-Shabaab mean in Arabic?
It's supposed to be students. But in Somali, the word Shaban is linked to a terrorist group. He wasn't Muslim all the time. He was a thug. Always fighting with the police. He did time.
Does he think you're new to Pittsburgh?
You know I'm new to Pittsburgh.
Why does he think you're here?
To do work for Red Cross, search and rescue.
Do you know how this guy first came to their attention?
The way I see him running around here now, it would make any motherfucker suspicious. He's walking around looking like a Taliban.
My name is Khalifa Al-Akili, and I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America. Darkuf, the belly of the beast. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
His whole concept is about the government. He don't like the government. Why must we never forget 9/11 people killed, murdered, or die every single day? So he has a hatred toward the government. He doesn't really go out and speak in public about that. He does it on Facebook. Right here.
The target lives right around the corner from you?
That's right. Most of the times they just tell you to get close to the target. If you can get in the same apartment building, 2 or 3 blocks proximity. Twice a week, their agents tell me, yo, he gonna be here, he gonna be there. Because it's obvious they're tapping his phones. These agents here is a little slow. They're not used to dealing with so-called domestic terrorist individuals.
Still a caterpillar, you're not a butterfly yet. Dude, you gotta have that magic touch. See like that? See how there? I'll take care of the side, you just take care of that part. Bring it over a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, what's up, Todd? You know, I got a gut feeling about this, and, you know, exactly.
What happened with the FBI?
They called me to do an assignment in Pittsburgh. Whatever the case may be, if they want me to do surveillance, I'm gonna do it, you know? I need the money. I need the money. Go. Whenever this case comes out, if it's worth $200,000, I'm gonna give it all to my son. I kind of messed up last time. I mismanaged all my money, at least over $200,000-300,000. So this is my second chance. I'm gonna take advantage of it.
What is the map on the wall?
Why is the what?
Why is the map on the wall?
Find my locations around here.
Is there significance to the red lines?
Yes. It's regarding the work I do. No, I'm gonna give you the picture. I'm gonna put them up on here. It'll be better for you, because I don't want to explain nothing to you. You got it, that's it. Don't ask no question who they are. I'm giving you something that you shouldn't be seeing anyway. You know something? I know, you always getting fucking headshots.
Didn't you say you wanted to do this project?
Man, don't you ever give it a break? Now I can see why no fucking celebrities don't like paparazzi.
You're not gonna tell us anything?
No, I mean, these are all targets that's in suspected areas. For some reason, they got a big population of Muslims that come from the various countries over there to come to school here. Moroccans, Somalis, Iranians, Saudis. And then they all go back from where they come from. I don't have no feelings for them. You're making Islam look bad, you gotta go.
In a new book called The Terror Factory, Trevor Aronson documents how the Federal Bureau of Investigation has built a vast network of informants since 9/11 and how those new FBI tactics work within the delicate balance between civil liberties and domestic safety.
You know, before 9/11, the FBI investigated crimes after they occurred. And then after 9/11, the mandate on the FBI was never again. And so what they're trying to do now, unlike before, is stop crimes before they happen. And these sting operations are how they do that.
How many informants did they employ before 9/11?
Under Hoover, during the COINTELPRO days, the FBI had 1,500 informants. And then after 9/11, there was an explosion up to 15,000.
Hasn't the FBI actually recruited criminals and con men?
Absolutely. You know, the best informants are kind of the worst people. A federal court judge describes informants to me as sociopaths because they require them to build these very close relationships and then betray them for personal means.
They want to make a big bust. And they want to bust this guy and whoever else is his associates regarding that. Just gave me his picture and told me, look, this is the POI.
What is POI?
Person of interest. His name was Khalifa. They suspect that he might be involved in individuals dealing with domestic terrorism. Right now, I would like to make this my last assignment. I want to spend the rest of my little bit of time with my son, not 1,800 something miles away.
Have you made contact with the POI?
Yep. I bumped into him by accident on my own. I just happened to be walking because I was going to go to Goodwill. Bus stop was right there. And I happened to see him and his wife, so I walked over there